Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable to my lecture on Membiati Dismayanti and my beloved friends. On this occasion, I will tell or explain the material about non-vocabulary. Before that, let me introduce our group. I'm Rinang Intan and my partner Jerry Prayogo. Okay, the first theory. For arts and gen arts in their both English synthetic structure state the oppress in a consistent which can be identified on the basis of the word class membership of its most important consistent. Thus, a noun press is a press which has a noun or typically a noun as its most important consistent. Noun press can act as the subject, object, or complement of a clause or has prepositional complement. It is called a noun phrase because the head is typically a noun. The head noun can be accompanied by the determiners of, for example, a, the, his, and one or more modifiers, either premodifiers and postmodifiers. The structure of a typical noun phrase may be represented semantically in the following ways, where the present indicate elements of the structure indicated that the elements can be absent. Determiners are more essential to noun phrase structure than modifier. Discussion 1. The has relation. Before we discuss the has relation, we must first understand the meaning of noun. According to Turks, noun is the part of speech which includes words like girl, tree, and happiness. Like any part of speech, nouns can be adequately defined only in terms of the grammatical characteristic of nouns is that most of them can appear in two different grammatical forms called singular and plural. Nouns are the names of people, place, or thing based on the synthetic category. Nouns do not have the potential to combine without particles, but the potential to imitate particles from Kridakasana. Noun included pronouns and numbers. Uh, Pronouns are categories that replace nouns. Numeralia is the word used to existence. The has relation is noun that have a certain relationship. Is a composition relation where one object like often called the consistent object or part consistent member object belongs to each part or member of another object called the composite type and behaves according to the rules of ownership in called a member file of object. Multiple has a hierarchy for many words. However, we can only be sure that all the parts of there if the has relation is stated in terms of prototypes. Prototypes in linguistics related to problems of category which related in mapping. uh, our cognitive ability of word prototypes are clear central member of denotative of a word. For instance, a prototype face have two eyes, a nose, and a mouth. On prototype house has a roof, door, and windows.
Okay, I will continue the presentation from our brother Intan to part of the Hessian relation. A. Special verbs. This will be explained in terms of the having special verbs, making the possession of such verbs characteristic of whatever in the thing category. The other notable feature of special verbs word is that they are often deistic. The meaning of a deistic word is tied to the situation of utterance. The front of a rock faces the speaker and the back of a rock faces away from the speaker and the sides are to the left and right from the point of view of the speaker. What counts is the top of the rock and what counts is the bottom or base of the rock depends on which way of the rock happens to be lying it. the time of utterance. A floating such a rock can be said to have special parts which are distinct. For example, a rock has a top, a bottom, a base, side and front and back. Be ends and beginnings. Long things have ends and sometimes two different skins of and are distinguished begins and see terminology and example analysis. One terminology for tip example analysis. Two a prototype kills as wells and fidels. A prototype of house is windows, door and room. Its general speech. Three type of nouns. Nouns are an important part of speech in English, probably second only to verbs. It is difficult to say much without using a noun. There are several different types of English nouns. This helps you to use them correctly. A. Common nouns. Most nouns are common nouns. Common nouns refer to people, places, and things in general like chair or dog. Any noun that is not a name is common noun. Example, teacher care music. Daniel receives have you seen my dog? The books are on your desk. The pursuit of happiness. B. Proper nouns. A proper noun or proper name is noun representing unique entities such as India, Pegasus, Jupiter, Confucius, or Bigfoot. Example: Jane Thailand, Sunday, James Bond, Einstein, Superman, Game of Thrones, Shakespeare. C. Concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are physical things that you can touch. Example: man, right, healthcare, furniture, mobile phone. How many stars are there in the universe? Have you met James Bond for the weather down the drain? D. Abstract noun. Abstract noun are the opposite of concrete nouns. They are things that you can touch. Abstract nouns are ideas, concepts, and feelings. Example: happiness courts Danish Drudge has great string. Who colored presents candy is a real mystery. Sometimes it takes courage to tell the truth. Their lives were full of sadness.
Okay, maybe enough for our explain. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.